Hello, I'm Jocelyn. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I want to introduce you to orientation of the piano. Why would you want to play the piano? The piano brings plenty of enjoyment, to state the obvious, and it also promotes creativity and it's a workout for the mind. So let's go ahead and get started. One of the first things to note when you're playing an instrument, especially when you're playing the piano, your hand is going to have, each one of your fingers is going to have a finger number. This will come in handy when you're playing different pieces and you need to know which finger to play what note. So let's start with the right hand. Your thumb is always going to be finger 1. Your index finger is finger 2. Your middle finger is 3, ring finger 4, and pinky finger 5. Same thing on your left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and finger 5. And we'll go more into why that's important in just a few moments. Let's talk about the layout of the piano keys. So you'll notice that the piano has 2 different color keys, the white flat keys and the black keys that are raised. Except for this one black key at the bottom here, the piano is going to be in patterns of 2 and 3 black keys. And this pattern is going to go all the way up until you get to the last set of 3 black keys on the right side of the piano. The piano has 88 keys, and that spans the entire range of the keyboard. Know that the first white note is going to be an A, and the last white note will be a C. Now let's get back to this pattern. We have 3 black keys and 2 black keys. That is going to help you to know where you are on the piano. Whenever there are 2 black keys, you'll notice there's a white key to the left of it. This is called C. It doesn't matter which set of 2 black keys you're at. Anytime you play the white key to the left, it's always going to be a C. Try playing some C's of your own now. All right, I'd like to also let you know about the 3 black keys. Anytime you have 3 black keys, there is a white key to the left, and that is F. Doesn't matter which set of 3 black keys you're at, that's always going to be F. So try playing Fs all the way across the keyboard. Let's talk about specific note names. Now, although there are 88 keys on the piano, the good news is you don't have to remember 88 different names for the keys. You only have to know 7 names because those 7 note names are going to repeat all the way across the piano. Remember your ABCs from elementary school? From pre-K maybe, kindergarten? Well, that's how we learn the note names. The note names have just first 7 letters of the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Just repeats over and over again throughout the piano. So, as we said, C is going to be next to 2 black keys. Now the C I'm playing is called middle C. If you're on a upright piano or maybe a grand piano, you'll see the manufacturer's name in the middle, and that particular C is going to be middle C. So let's identify these notes. We have C, D. Just think about D is going to be in between the 2 black keys. Kind of think of this as a little doghouse, and your D is in the middle. C, D. What's the next letter of the alphabet? E, F, G. I'm out of letters. So I'm going to have to, I came to G, G is the last letter of our music alphabet. That means I need to start over. A, B, C. I can keep going. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All the way till I get to the end of the piano. So it doesn't matter where you are. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now you may be asking, what about the black keys? We don't know the names for those. Well, don't worry, it's going to be easy to figure out. If you know the white keys, then you know the name of the black keys. So the black keys are going to have two note names. They will either be called a sharp or a flat, depending on the white key they're next to. Think of a thumbtack on the floor, and there's a sharp pin. If you were to step on that pin, you're going to jump up higher because the point of the pin is sharp and it hurts. Well, let's use that little silly picture to think about this note name here. Here's a C. I'm going to go to the right, and I'm raising the pitch up. So whenever you are raising the pitch, we call that sharpening it. We're making it sharp. So think about that thumbtack, you're going up, we're going to raise the pitch up. So if this is a C, I'm going to raise the pitch of the C. This is now C sharp. My doghouse D, I'm going to raise the pitch up. This is a D sharp. Now let's come to F. We're going to name this black key. What do you think this one is called? Right, it is an F sharp because we're sharpening that F. G, G sharp, yes. A sharp. So you know the name of the black keys going forward, going higher in pitch. But now we're going to talk about going lower in pitch. So think of a tire. If there was a hole in the tire, what's going to happen to that tire? It's going to get flat. It's going to get lower. And if I was on this B, on this white key B, and I want to name this key, I am going to lower my pitch. So you'll notice that's lower. Then I am flattening this note. So it's no longer B, this is B flat. This is A. I'm going to lower the pitch, flatten my flat tire, A flat, G, flatten it, F. Here's an E. I want to flatten it, E flat, D, flatten it, what is it? D flat, you got it. Let's talk about your posture at the piano. Posture is very important to prevent injury and to make sure that you're able to play more effectively. So let's talk about your fingers. Rather than playing the keys flat, you're going to curve your fingers. Just think about if you were holding a ball in your hands, or even if you were just resting your hands in your lap. This is the natural shape that your hands would take. You're going to put that same, retain that shape as you're playing the piano. Your fingers will be curved. Let's move on to something called a scale. You probably heard the name scale before. You might have heard of musicians who practice their scales, or maybe you practice the scales on another instrument. Scales are very important because they help you develop technique. They help you to develop strength in your fingers. And a lot of the songs that you play will consist of scales. So we're going to learn a scale to help you to develop some strength in your fingers. You want to find that C that we talked about. Now let's take your right hand, and you're going to take finger number 1, which is your thumb, and put it on the C while keeping that curved shape. And just play each finger in order, or each note in order going higher. So finger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to go back down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing with your left hand. Now, the only difference is you're going to put your fifth finger on the C, and you're going to play in order. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's one exercise that you can do to strengthen your fingers and get used to playing the piano. A second one is to play every other finger, but starting on C. So that's finger 1 in my right hand. I'm playing my middle finger 3, and I'm playing 5, my pinky 5, 3, middle finger 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Left hand, I'm going to start on 5, which is the C, middle finger, which is 3, and my thumb, which is 1. 5, 3, 1, 3, 5. So that's the second exercise you can practice. And then a third one would be to alternate your fingers. So we have finger 1, 2, and then I'm going to go back to 1, and then 3, back to 1, 4, back to 1, 5, back to 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. And then in my left hand, I'm going to start on 1, and then I'm going to go to 2, alternate back to 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. And you'll notice that your fourth and fifth fingers are a little bit weaker than fingers 1, 2, and 3. But they'll get stronger over time as you practice this. So try those exercises, hands separately, and then when that becomes easy, try it with hands together. I hope you enjoyed this lesson on orientation to the piano and that you learned your way around. Now you should be able to identify the note names on the piano. You should be able to know the difference between the black keys and the white keys, and you should know the finger numbers. As I said before, knowing your finger numbers and developing strength is going to help you in your playing as well as helping you with your coordination. Thanks again for spending time with me today. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, ask questions, and subscribe. Have fun.